the Joyful Yogini here. Happy Monday. And for those of you that celebrate Victoria Day, happy Victoria Day. And so this is the weekly reading. I pulled these cards live. When I do the live stream, it is currently on Reddit and it's on Facebook. And so I pulled these cards, and so I'm doing a shortened version here to go on to YouTube. So the first card, so it's from the Archangel Oracle deck. First card that I pulled is outdoors. Get the heck outdoors. This keeps coming up, and this week it's even more so important because we need to really ground in to Mother Earth. Get outside as much as you can this week and think about grounding in. So you can just picture the roots coming out the bottoms of your feet down into Mother Earth. And what I like to picture is the roots even wrapping around the crystal at the core of the earth. And then I breathe into that crystal. Just use your mind's eye. Just picture yourself breathing into it as you breathe out. The energy from that crystal comes up your roots and into your feet and up your shins and calves and over your knees and up your thighs and across your belly and up, down your arms, coming all the way up. And as it comes out through your crown, don't think of it just disappearing. You can think of it intertwining with source energy. And then you can breathe into source energy. Into source energy, you can picture it as a beautiful big ball of white shimmering or golden light. If you picture it another color, that's okay. Just whatever feels right for you. So you can picture breathing into that, and then as you breathe out, you're bringing that energy down through your crown, coming all the way down your shoulders, down your arms, down your chest, going all the way down and out your feet and going right into the core of Mother Earth. And then the source energy is intertwining with Mother Nature energy, with that beautiful grounding energy. So picture that right now, because we need to create a solid structure, a solid foundation. And this week, you might even noticed it happening on Sunday. This week, emotions are coming up to the surface. Patterns are going to be, your patterns will be set off, like buttons will be pushed. And it's important for us to know this. And it's really great when you notice it, because it gives you an opportunity to go, okay, so this is a pattern. I have a pattern of a reaction. I have a pattern of a perspective. And be curious about all of the things that are pushing your buttons and whether they actually relate to who you are today, because we're very different on who we are today compared to who we were a year ago, who we were even 2 weeks ago. We're constantly changing and evolving, and sometimes our belief systems are coming just from patterns of thought. Maybe we learned these patterns of thought from childhood, and maybe those patterns of thought came from ancestors and they come down through generations, but we're a very different generation now than what was, let's say, 100 years ago, right? So it's time for us to have that hyper awareness of where are our thoughts and are they true to us now? And could we have a different perspective where we can bring more love into our heart, more gentleness within ourselves, treat ourselves more gentle, have more compassion for people in our life? And when those patterns are coming up, and different people in your life might push those buttons to bring up those patterns, which will be uncomfortable, but when they come up, it is brilliant. All you have to do is take that time to look within and go, okay, what does this pattern have to teach me? And you can ask your angels and guides, help me to take the learning and then transmute this energy, transmute this pattern into being more love and light and aligning with our soul. And as we do that more and more, it's basically we're opening up our eyes to who we really are. And who we really are is love and light. It's a process, right? We also can't be hard on ourselves because we all have our own crap, right? So we need to be gentle and kind to ourselves throughout this process, throughout this week. Give yourself some self-care this week too. I think that's also important. Teaching and learning. So you might be drawn to open up a book, to listen to a podcast, to watch a video like this, and learn something new. And maybe you're also going to sign up for a course or something like that. But this week, whatever knowledge that you're taking in, trust your intuition of who you need to share that with. Okay, and sometimes the information might not be accepted with open arms, and maybe not at the beginning, right? Because we all have our own patterns, and we can have judgments that come up, and sometimes our ego can get ignited, and sometimes we just need to plant that seed and then let it do its thing and trust that whoever that we felt guided to share it to will get the message in their own beautiful divine timing. And so sometimes you might just be forwarding an email, forwarding a podcast, forwarding this video and sharing it with people that you know. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, so trust that whatever knowledge that you're bringing in, there's someone, and it might just be something simple. Like maybe it has to do with training of a pet, and you learn a cool thing, or maybe it's a new cleaning trick, and then you're gonna pass that on, and you're gonna make someone's life even better just by passing on that knowledge, okay? So that is the teaching and learning. And then the final card is chakra clearing. So as our patterns are bubbling up to the surface this week, so it might be a little bit of a tough week because of these patterns coming up and maybe uncomfortable conversations and communication challenges and things like that. We're gonna have to keep on clearing our energy field. So I like to call upon Archangel Michael, and I like to do this on a daily basis, and sometimes several times during the day, I'll say, Archangel Michael, please clear my energy field, and trust that your energy field will be cleared. And then I also like to say, cut cords with everyone who are not my kids, because those are really the only individuals that you need to be corded to if they're not independent yet, right? And or if they're, you know, they're not supposed to be independent yet, we'll say. I can say that in so many different ways. I'm just gonna let that go. So I asked for those cords because we can get energetically corded with people in our lives and people who we love and people who love us. But when they are corded to us, and if they have certain feelings and expectations and judgments about things, it can muddy our energy and it can slow down in the way we are supposed to be moving forward, right? And I'm saying supposed to be, but the way we've been guided to move forward, to take action, what feels good for us. And so when those cords are there, it can prevent us from moving forward. It can bog things down, slow things down because of their belief systems about who we are. But we're human, right? We're human, and judgment is going to come up. So we still maybe love those people in our life, but we don't want them guiding us. We need to guide us. But we also need to be open to suggestions, to things that have come up, but then we can take time to sit with it, right? Sit with it and see if it actually feels right for us. Okay, so because these different things will be coming up, we might get some more muddying of our energy when our buttons are pushed, things like that, or we push other people's buttons, and then their energy comes up, and it might be denser, heavier, negative energy, right? And so if we're around that, it's going to come into our field. So that's why we need to call upon Archangel Michael to clear that energy field. But to do a chakra clearing, if there's a certain area in your life that's being ignited right now, or areas, it would be really good for you to maybe even do a meditation if you're drawn to doing meditation or journaling about it. And what you can do right now is, if you picture or bring the issue, the area of your life where you're having the issues, and see where you feel it in your body. So you think about what is bothering you and where do you feel it. So for me, I'm feeling stuff in my throat and I'm feeling it in my heart. So you can see if you feel it in the same, but you might be feeling it somewhere else, because this could simply be my personal, or it could be me reading the energy of the individuals who will actually be watching this video. So you need to tune into you and see where you feel it. And then you can breathe energy into these centers and ask for the energy to be cleansed, and breathe out. can already feel the energy starting to lighten, starting to dissipate. But for some of us, there's several levels of healing that need to happen. And so some things that could help with a chakra clearing. So we want to clear, let's say, that throat as an example, or that heart as an example. You can listen to solfeggio frequencies that you can find on YouTube. Solfeggio is SOLFEGGIO, so solfeggio. And you can listen to specific ones for the throat or for the heart. You can even listen to, there's 9-10 hour ones that you can listen to as you sleep, and that the vibration, the hertz, it does its thing while you're sleeping. You can even get solfeggio frequencies that it's a whole balancing of all of your chakras, and that would actually be really good. So, and if you do your own meditations, you can choose one of those solfeggios just to have in the background to help doing that clearing. If you do any energy work, any Reiki, it would be a very good week to do Reiki on yourself to help to clear those chakra areas. So I feel like it's going to be an intensive week, but a good week for clearing. Now, for those, if there's anyone watching this and you feel like you've been fighting, needing to do any inner work, fighting to do, make any changes within yourself to acknowledge areas of growth, then you might have a tougher time this week than other people. But I feel like if you're watching this and you're still watching this right now, then you're open to doing work, and you have been doing work. So anyways, if you pass it on to someone and they have a hard time listening to it, it could just be that they haven't been quite ready to look within. And that's okay too. We're all in our own timing. So if you want to watch this live, you can do it on Mondays, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so that's Toronto time, on Reddit and on Facebook. And on Wednesday, I have Intuition Wednesdays, Reddit and Facebook. I might end up changing, so one of them is on YouTube, because I can live stream on YouTube now, which is super cool. And I have yoga on Tuesdays live streaming that you can join, and that's going to be on YouTube and Twitch. So tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Toronto time, it's going to be on Twitch and YouTube, so you can join me for that. And if you want to join any of my group yoga classes, where I have a great group of yogis, they are so great. So it's a wonderful way to socialize and connect in with energy of some other really amazing people. And so that is on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. and Saturday mornings 10:30 a.m. So if you want to join those, they're super cheap. They're only $5 a class. And I use my intuition to guide what chakras we're going to focus on and what messages should be coming through. I like pulling 1 or 2 cards at the beginning as well. So I would love for you to join me. You can send me a DM, and I can give you more information about that. So from my light to your beautiful, amazing light, namaste.